You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV. Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV, shout out.
Hello, welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV.
You can't. No, don't y'all be no. Listen, one thing we know Boosie gangster, right? About that he talking about. He can go do another 10 in his 40s, nigga. That's a long time when you got health aid. Got to stand in the peel line and all that kind of shit. No, you don't know. Got to go stand in the peel line. No, nigga.
Welcome back to Soda TV. Yo, 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 how y'all feeling today? Y'all know if you're catching this early in the morning before sunrise is when I made it. When it get out, it's gonna be hot. So listen, I'm sorry y'all, I gotta do my positivity at the beginning and get it over with. Get your bottles of water, preferably 2, one for now, 1 for later. I prefer you to take 3 because guess what? You can save a life because dehydration is real out here, especially if you down south. We in the Midwest and it's hot out here, so I can imagine how y'all getting down south. Anyway, today we're gonna be touching on 3 fire topics, man. We got updates on snakes and Jakes and everything else surrounding this Lil Durk and this King Von situation. What I'm bringing you today is specifically the changes and the updates and everything relevant to the passing of King Von and what really happened being revealed slowly but surely from the horse's mouth and from people closest to the horse. Today being this is Vonnie's father. So as you know, I reported the other day where Vonnie was texting someone telling them, I ain't trying to get what them boys got talking about the rest of OTF and Durk and them. I ain't trying to get live, the other person telling them, you could just tell them what really happened with Von, and you got me and you got other people to cooperate and, help you with that. So everybody was already on the edge thinking like, man, Von was really backdoor and Vonnie knows a heck of a lot. What does he really know? And today is the day of revelation, my people. So I'm gonna bring you that. Stay tuned. And in the meantime, while I prepare this other one, go and press that like button. I'm asking you rather than telling you, this is the only thing that lets the algorithm know that this video deserves to be pushed and everybody can see it like you're watching it. You know what I'm saying? I do want people to, that's what I do it for. You know what I'm saying? Help a brother out, Please and thank you. Okay, we got Boosie did he go in yet, or is he getting ready to go in, turn himself in? But anyway, he has been, he has been picked up for a pipe case, possession of firearm by felon, right, out of Cali. And we gonna get into that and what he may be looking at, and I have a reaction to that by one of your favorite people. Stay tuned. No, I'm just tell y'all who it is. Charleston White. Alright. And then lastly, we're gonna touch on updates on the young Dolph case, the Erder case, Hernandez Govan. Am I saying it right? The guy that they are saying is the mastermind that was the only person that was granted bond on this case. You know, he keep messing up and doing whatever he want to do. Things are changing with him, and it's looking like it's getting closer to the reality that your boy, yo Gotti, is just getting closer to doomsday. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I got those updates. So, you know, just stay put, and we're gonna get this stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, first and foremost, dealing with this King Von situation and this Vonnie in totality, right? Vonnie is like, this is not, this is really centered around the Dirk's case, right? But Vonnie is doing so much talking and so much food activity that it's open conversation up for a whole nother case or two. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna find out today. Like, I didn't know Vonnie was getting down like this, man. Like, it even hurt me just to even y'all, man. Like, we just gonna start at, you know, I want to say that the footage that we were given with King Von in the parking lot and going to get at Quando Rondo, that is true, right? But that's not the only part of that video. There's another part, you know, just extended. You know how you can cut things and stop things where you want it and keep the rest. I heard that the other part is being, you know, shelved and kept for, you know what I'm saying, they looking to really get paid, or, you know, keep that exclusive, which it makes sense, you know what I'm saying. But what they are saying that video holds is the fact that Quando, Rondo, and Lil Timm didn't just get there and just arrive. You know, it wasn't just a strange coincidence that collided. No, that extended video shows that Quando, Rondo, and Little Timm was already there waiting, allegedly. Protecting myself, right? But this is all, yeah, man. And actually, it's in here in the content we finna get today. So I'm gonna brief a little more, and then I'm gonna go ahead and roll the content and show y'all how this stuff connects, because he's this is coming from Vonnie's father. All of this detail today, right? I learned that Vonnie's father was close with Von's father. What was his name? Silk. You know what I'm saying? So somewhere down the line, you know what I'm saying, I mean, this dude, Vonnie father, these dudes must, if you're having conversations and you're friends with people like Silk, that was, you know, high up in the chain of command of BDs back then when it was really serious, and you in the conversations with Dirk's father. This dude said, Vonnie's father said, he just cussed Dirk's dad out, called him a B and some other stuff, like on some violent time with Dirk dad. I don't know for what. He didn't entail what the whole problem was with Dirk dad, but yeah, man, he talks about that. Goes into, you know, of course, like I said, Lil Timm and them already been there, and then it gives some breaking news. Y'all remember when King Von had accused THFTP taking that money? It was some stuff that happened behind the scenes, to whereas not only was he accusing them, like they had got the allegedly fisticuffs. And I can imagine that Vine would have had to come off on top because I believe THFTP that day was the only outsider, like the only person that wasn't O-Block, basically, right? I mean, Vonnie, he not O-Block, but he is, you know, they ain't their family. Now, just to clear this up, Vonnie is not Vine's blood cousin, but they call each other cousins, and you can see how close the families were, and you can see kind of how that would happen. But guess who was the real snake and a taker of King Von's money? Yes, you guessed it right. Your boy Vonnie. Vonnie is the what you're gonna find out today is Vonnie is the mastermind and the snake at the same time of it all. He's the cause, you know, he's the snake, he's the the overall one to blame for it all. And then I'm gonna hey, right after I roll the content, I'm gonna show y'all how y'all remember when Balo was snapping on Kayla B and falling out and airing out all the business on that live. Y'all remember when he and I think it was a slip up. Remember when he was saying that, yeah, and they took Kayla B and Vonnie took Lil Timm a bag of money in a deserted place, like Dana, like in the movies type stuff. You know, then he went on, was it 16 shot him and did an interview and he tried to recant it. You know what I'm saying? What does that tell me? That he was probably threatened and tried to save face, but at that time when the internet gets it, it's too late. But let me find out that's true. Let me find out he was right on the money. So let me go ahead and roll the content, and then I'll be right back at you with ding, 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 ding. Roll it.
I'm going crazy ballistic with him in Philly when he brought the situation about the money getting stolen at the house. I was just like, my son.
And that's the money that King Von blamed TP on, and they wound up fighting, but TP ain't take a dime.
You know what I mean? That money blue had to take it. I'm going ballistic like I'm talking to you now, standing on it like I know something. That man, he said it calmly. I don't know, huh? Just like that. I don't know, huh? Just like that. Hit me just like that. But I'm tweaking it. Man, these guys be crazy. Fuck, this nigga gonna steal for you. Hey, everybody around you got money. I don't motherfucker ain't got money. This motherfucker. He's told it. He said, fuck, you gotta steal from me for anything you have before I give it to him. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, and later on it hit me. Slutty ain't never did it. And like I said, my man, his man TB, who he met in jail, he was like, I was there that day, huh?
Right, TP.
And by me being an outsider, I waited, opposed to talking around everybody. I waited till me and Von was together and told him, man, he said, man, fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I know you ain't did that shit. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't even finna think about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Because TP waited till he got away from Von to away from everybody else, because he the only on the outside of Von met him in jail. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't trying to plead his case to everybody else there. He let him know in the car, like, man, fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But all along, like I said, my son did it, trying to eliminate real people from around him.
Big Third members out here, and they got their hitters, and I text him every chance I get. I called him to his face the whole 9 yards. I done did everything, but now I done put out here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's seeing it, and you see it in the thing, you see it in the text messages, it's there that it's put there. Nigga, you can come on tomorrow if you give him Vaughn, and you got me and facts to testify in your testify in your behalf. See, but what you don't know is when he said, K Grant, Salam's Abu me.
Now, what I don't get is, they say Fats is D-Thing's baby mom. So, what the fuck? I don't get that part.
Means father. That's the Arabic word for father. So they know that that's who was sent to his daddy. Abu is the Arabic word for father, and Umi is the...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, see,
Damn, I wish you would have told me that. I didn't know what the fuck that was. See, I don't know Arabic. So I was wondering that, and somebody came under the comment on my page, bro. Somebody knew it because they was like, hey, them text messages real, man, because he said he talking to his father. And I had blocked him. Because I seen it right away soon when they uploaded.
Hey, y'all. Hey, look, I just try to keep it real with all my people. I don't know what the other bloggers lying about.
About the Vaughn and Quando, right? So this was Zunim and everybody's story was. Their story was that Vaughn was off an X pill and he was asleep, which is bullshit.
Yeah,
And so they said that he was supposed to be sleeping in his car.
This is facts. It was planned for them to meet there. But there's a mix-up on what was supposed to happen at the meetup.
all you gotta do is pay attention to this. The security guards that's out there, video came out, they let you know that Quando and them was already sitting there waiting on Von them to pull up. The security guards, and they came out from the Monaco, it's on YouTube now. The security guards talking, and they let you know that they was already sitting there waiting on Von them to pull up. They was already there. They're waiting on Von them to pull up. Once the world know the 21 Savage place, it was his uncle place, and it was illegally open. Oh, they wasn't even, why is it, you know what I mean? Now it's going, everybody love Von. They love Von more than Dirk, and all they got to do is find out Dirk has something to do with Von. They threw with him. Period. His career over. His career over. His career over.
So there you have it. Everything I told you completed by yours truly, Vonnie's father. Now, he said he didn't want to do an interview, but dang near basically did an interview. You know, you don't want to do an interview, but you out all the information anyway. Like, it's like, I don't want to shoot him, but like, that was some serious stuff, some overly serious stuff, man. You mean to tell me that Timm and them was like, but you know, the only thing that concerns me with them alleging all this stuff is that the part about Timm and Quando Rondo being there already. Okay, so they allegedly was paid and given some money to get at somebody, and Lil Timm don't have a demo on them. He got to go run and get it right when they're crowded, and almost he didn't. It's a chance that he couldn't have. That if one of those Oblast dudes was really on that, is what if he would have got, you know, flooded first, or what if he would have got flooded with Quando? You know, would he have made it? You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that kind of got me with that part. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know if I'm on the money with that, and I'm gonna keep on making these connections. Now, if you missed it, I'm gonna go ahead and add in a little extra for you. Go ahead and give me that like button, because you know I'm giving you the extras. You know, I'm in the kitchen with extras. This is the actual live that Balo, King Von's cousin, outed all the information on. You know what I'm saying? Him and Caleb B was into it, and he got on some, I'm spill all the beans, Caleb B, it's her fault. It to the point to where you know, like, dude, I'm not gonna judge dude on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, he blaming Caleb B for all of it. Like, Vonnie didn't really do all the stuff. Like, you so into it with Caleb B, you know what I'm saying? But check it out.
Listen, it's deeper than that. Kayla know who took. Kayla was in the car. I think she was in the car, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm hearing from other sources. But I'm gonna post them messages in a minute too. I got them when somebody took Lil Timm a bag of money in April of 2020. They met with him at like a little deserted, like on some movie type. What y'all take him a bag of money for? It was Vonnie and Kayla.
Oh, there you go.
In the car.
Nah, that's crazy.
So it really
with somebody
had
else.
been planned out.
It was
It was planned out months before.
Yeah.
It was planned out months before. That's why Kayla was yelling that she was rich, and it was Kayla's fault. Not nobody's Kayla. We blaming the sister that's always team this, the one that hopping on jets and shit. Von never even been on a jet.
So then Balo, like I say, he went on 16, shot him, and he getting that roll it.
It didn't make sense, but yeah, I definitely felt. I definitely feel like it's foul play. I don't know where it's coming from, but I definitely feel like it's some weird shit going on.
So, what was the situation where somebody's supposed to give Lil Timm some money?
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I heard that, you know. So basically, the shit that I heard, I went and just said everything on live. So basically, somebody supposed to have took Lil Timm some money in 2020 or something like that. And I don't know what it's for, but that's what I heard. And I feel like it be pages, like, you know how it's fake pages and shit on Instagram, but the shit that certain people be saying to me on these fake pages, I feel like it's some close people. Cause I know I got a page one time that came to me and said like, I can't come to my real page, but you know who I am. But the shit be sitting heavy on my heart cause I can't be around certain people because I just don't, it's not sitting right with me because certain people ain't right. And I feel like you should know. And, you know, I fuck with my mama, shit like that. But they be telling like, shit that sounds so fucking real and fact. So, you know, I just basically everything I just even heard over the last 3.5 years, I just said it on live.
Hold on, man. Come here, Balo. Come here. Must be stopped. Like Balo was telling the truth, but he got allegedly whatever happened behind the scenes, which was probably some serious stuff because, you know, you are basically at that point, he was really lining Kayla B and Vonnie up. And he probably got off that live and whatever ret he got or anything like it, he got some straightening, man. But people don't make up stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? At the end, you talking about something, you getting that I heard, you know, it was somebody making a comment. Come on, man. Stop it, Balo. Stop it, man. You know what I'm saying? And now it makes like perfect sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, man. And I'm starting to even think like, you know how 100K Track and all of them was really saying that Von didn't even really do drugs and stuff like that, but they said that he did like start to kind of, you know what I'm saying, mix and mingle a little bit, but they said that wasn't even Von thing. So at this point, I'm starting to even think like he was, you know, he was rugged, you know, like a rug. Like, man, what's really going on, man? Like, if it was planned out from start to finish like this. But do y'all think Vonnie is going to give up everything A to Z to get, you know what I'm saying, his little, you know, cooperation and get his years off on this Quando Rondo hit? Lil Quando Rondo cousin, Lil Pap hit. Do y'all think, you know, do y'all think he's just over talking and over speaking and that he is going to, you know, get back to the cell, recollect, you know, get word from Dirk Pierce, get word from here and, you know, switch it up and strengthen and say, nah, you know, I'm not spewing this over the stand. I'm not finna get these people rope to hang us all? Or do y'all think he's going to do exactly what's coming out of his mouth on these texts and, you know, via his father? You know, let me know down in the comment section, man. This is some tough stuff, man. Dang, man. Like TP had it hard before he passed because it kind of coined him as a thief. You know, you got Von that allegedly accused him of that, and then you got Lil Zay that allegedly accused him of taking, was it a watch? Yeah, it was a watch. And what is crazy is somebody had to take it because that happened, I want to say, years, right? A year or more, right, ago. Just like about, I want to say months ago, week to months ago, I seen THF, what's the dude name, man? G Baby. Why he posted up with the watch, man? Yeah, man, no back. So somebody from THF took the watch, and it only made sense that it was who he speculated, but no, it was more people there. Like, so somebody from THF took it. You know, it was. I'm thinking that it's probably more likely the dude that Lil Zay Osama was texting, because after he lost the watch, he got the, you know, the next day he was, when I wake up, my watch better be here, and I know y'all took it. Everybody else here, my family, I keep stuff around them. Ooh, you feel me? But anyway, man, let me know what y'all think about that. We gonna move on. I know y'all ready for the next topic. Hit the like button as we go in. Please and thank you. Please and thank you, sir and ma'am. So, Boosie Boo. Hey, man, luck ain't on his side. Luck ain't on his side, man. Just issued a letter a couple of days ago, you know, letting his fans know that, you know, he thought it was over, which I did too. With a new firearms charge, and he was saying like he tired of fighting, and you know, God don't make no mistakes, and you know, hey man, support him. You know, it's crazy that he made it to where we got to read into it, and he didn't just go in and say, you know, the feds finna go and take me in and all. Like, anyway, man, it's messed up. Now, you know what I got to thinking in this case? I thought, because Boosie, he caught a pipe case, like, it was like he was, I think he was walking around and somebody had recorded it hanging out of his pocket. Like, kind of like, I wonder if this is dealing with that case. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Yeah, and it's just not looking too good because, you know, we ain't old. We ain't young no more, like people in our age. I'm talking to, you know what I'm saying, the people, let's say 35 and up. You know what I'm saying? Boosie is late 30s, early 40s. So, you know, doing a Timm ball with his health, you know, that's, you know, guaranteeing he get out at minimum 50 years old, and that's if they show the love, and you got to realize that if they show, what I mean by if they show the love, that's a lengthy type of wish, because feds go off your background. For those of you who are Boosie fans, you know how the background look, you know. And I've been to the feds, and I will tell you that it don't take a lot to get career offender and armed career. And those, when you are labeled those, you know, they start at 15 years, 15 years, 10 months, and 21 years, 10 months. You know, career offender is 15 something months, and armed career is 21 years, 10 months at minimum. You know, and I'm not even finna sit here and tell y'all like what Boosie qualified for with his background, because man, he needs prayer, you know what I'm saying? Pray for him. And I'm gonna give y'all a reaction, aka a reaction along with facts presented by yours truly, Charleston to the WHITE. Check it out.
Boosie me and caught him a case in California. They know they don't play by them pills in California. All that talking, that convict criminal. Yeah. God delivered the boy from that shit. He still want to stay in it. He done caught him a mean case. Possession of a felony with a firearm in California, one of the states with some of the most strictest laws.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he finna have to go to one of them crippin' blood jail housing and try to get in where he can fit in. And he gets in them claws. You can't. No, don't y'all be no. Listen, one thing we know, Boosie gangster, right? About that he talking about. He can go do another 10 in his 40s, nigga. That's a long time when you got health aid. You got to stand in the peel line and all that kind of shit. No, you don't know. Got to go stand in the peel line. No, nigga. When they send you up there with them DC, they don't tell these young about them DC in the feds. No. Hold up. Let me close this right here. They don't tell y'all about them DC in the feds, do they? No. When they send them California out by them DC make California niggas behave. Listen, I don't give a fuck where they send a DC nigga.
And it's crazy because Charleston White is in California right now as we speak, shooting a movie, man. So, feel me, it's crazy.
And you ask any if I'm lying, in them feds, these kick everybody ass in the feds. I'm not bullshit. The nigga blind and take his hood off and everything. I ain't even looking at the road. Yeah, I don't know who drives the car. Somebody here, but I ain't touching about nothing. But now, listen. Boosie, when they put them ass in the feds, and when them niggas go to moving away, man, please, them DC, man, yo better be tough with them DC. They put 5, 10 DC on the yard with 2,000. They say the DC run the whole yard. No, they say they put 16 DC on 1 yard. Them go run the whole yard. I said, what? Man, they go stab and stick. Yeah, you got them DC tough. And all them grow up boxing. I'm more DC, so no, I ain't lying. See, they talking that state penitentiary where the big bully. No. The DC nigga bully about it. So you gotta go talk to your big homies to really understand what I'm talking about. But listen to me. No, they got Boosie ass in the headlock. I told y'all. See, I make this shit sound comical, but I told y'all I went to school to study law. Nigga, I would go be a lawyer. So, I'm sitting back knowing you can't beat 5 cases on me. It's just like me. Nigga, I can't keep beating these cases here in my city. And I didn't do something. Now, nigga, man, they keep getting away. They're not gonna keep letting you get away. Can't. And if you get away, nigga, you better not try to high step down the sideline, getting away, rubbing in their face. Like O.J. Simpson. See, O.J. Simpson got away and did the Deion Sanders dance down the sideline and he scored the touchdown. No, you better not do that. You still a nigga. For how much money you got? They closed the door on Oprah Winfrey one day over in them countries. You had them motherfuckers. They went over the her black ass. No, you still a nigga. So here it is. You done got away with 5 murders. And everybody say that Vlad TV is the feds. He ain't got me locked up. Remember, Boosie, you said that. If Vlad is the fed, why he ain't got me locked up? You got what your ass for, nigga. You got what's happening. Now, God can also give you what you ask for. You want to be a hero to the streets. You want to be a hero to the ghetto. You want to be a street prophet. So, God need a Daniel. God need a Daniel, Boosie. And who better to play Daniel than you? Remember, Daniel had to go in the lion's den, nigga, and show everybody that God is real and he don't get ate up by the lion. God done chose you to play Daniel for us, Boosie. Since you so gangster, and you got all these gangster codes and ethics, and they'll get to see how gangsters deteriorate as time progresses and go on. We already know this gangster got a diabetes problem. You about to be sentenced. Now, when the feds come, they don't just come just to be help. I made a mistake. Now, when the feds show up, they done dotted their I's, crossed their T's, and they know they got you. So here's the thing, Jack. You get to be a model gangster for the babies, and they'll get to see how gangsters deteriorate as time progresses and go on. We already know this gangster got a diabetes problem. He's gonna deteriorate fast. You talking while he gone? Well, I was talking while he was here. He was doing good ignoring me. They said once he addressed me, he was going to jail. Guess what he did? He addressed me. And that charged him right effect. Got him just what they said. They said, man, listen, ignore him. Don't speak on him. Don't say nothing to him. He got tricked on the Breakfast Club. Now look at him. Nanny boo boo. Nanny boo boo to all the Boosie Boo fans. Nanny boo boo to all the Boosie Boo fans.
So, y'all, man, y'all definitely getting what I promised y'all, right? Yeah, man. You know, I'm definitely gonna say free Boosie. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure we got some Boosie fans up in here. You know, he not looking at no little itty bitty 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years. Allegedly, you know, it's not that type of ball game. He just got too many cases, man, and the feds is all about not the case you catch, it's about your background. That's what the feds is about, background, you know. And that is also the difference between what Vonnie got going on with the Dirk and them case, because to my knowledge he ain't got no criminal history like that, so it has its points so low. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. So Boosie is covered, and we are looking at the last piece, which is none other than updates in the order of our favorite Young Dolph. Right, before we get into that, I gotta make sure you have done what I asked you. What I asked you with a please and thank you on it, like a gentleman. You know, to of course like, you know, share this if you will, if you got some spare time. You know, I truly would, you know, appreciate it. You know, I work hard with research, editing, and you know, I don't ask for no money. You know, these things that I do ask for, it helps me in ways that you can't see, you know. So yeah, get your like, share, subscribe if you aren't already. You know, a lot of you are, so, but if you aren't, you know, this would be a great time to do it. If you want to wait just to see if I satisfy your cravings and do it at the end, cool, we can do that. Just keep your word, and I remind you in the end, just in case you forget, last but not least, notification bell, keep you notified every time I drop some hot content like this, right? So with the Young Dolph case, it just has so many layers, right? Because we know that the two that executed the HIT were this guy Smith and this guy Straight Drop, right? And then it comes out that Smith actually admitted to he identified himself and Straight Drop as the ones that did that to Dolph, man. Like he must have cut a deal that was too good to, what they say, too good to pass up, because he did do that. And I would imagine he told on Hernandez, but as 100% proof, I have 100% proof that Straight Drop, I don't even understand why be quiet and you shifting blame on Hernandez Govan. This is what Straight Drop doing. But you quiet to the point to where your man Smith gave the whole operation up. It's more like it's dang there like a snitch first thing. Whoever snitches first gets the benefits. And it's probably like shit. He probably would have. Now it's looking like he probably would have if dude didn't do it first. Cause it ain't like you telling on Hernandez Govan. It's like it's telling. But anyway, yeah, this dude Hernandez Govan, this is what we're centered on, right? Just stick with me, right? This dude is a high profile, one of the most high profile dudes I ever reported, man. How is it that you are labeled the mastermind, you walking in courts and walking right out on a $90,000 bond? He bonded out on May of 2024. $90,000. This dude is important to someone. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to throw no names out there, but I mean, it ain't too many people in that circle. I mean, I bet the feds already know what it is, man. Like, but he just been doing what he want to do. I think no, it didn't happen today in court, but one of his recent ones, the judge checking him for he didn't even show up at court. Like, dude is he really letting his N to the U to the T to the S hang, man. He letting them hang, man. The main reason that I'm bringing this up in the update that I'm sharing with you today is, Hernandez Govan, either he didn't gave that person up that put the bond money up, and the person that's above him, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you at the beginning, it has layers, and someone is above him. Somebody is paying to keep this man free in hopes of keeping his mouth shut. But guess what he did this court date? And probably was doing in the background the whole time. He got his not his case sealed, but the evidence what he got going on got it sealed. Yeah, we already know what that mean. It means you have something to hide, but what do you have to hide if what I'm saying, everything is straight up and down? You don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know, either you did or you didn't do it, but you know, you got it sealed because, you know, it's time to give up that pertinent information. You know, y'all all know what I'm hitting at, but I think they was trying to say approximately 6 some months ago. Did they say Yo Gotti got picked up? Like getting off a plane or something, centered around boarding a plane or something like that. Yeah, man, it's definitely crunch time, man. Like, and it was just crazy because his daughter got in Texas, right? Yeah, leaving a club, was with another girl. What was her friend name? Omira. Hey, but look, check it out. His daughter, I'm talking about Govan. His daughter was really like that. You know, not only was she a rapper, the Lotto, what was her name? Something Lotto Desto. She was like that because when they cut off the car and the Illers was approaching, you know, her and the other girl, man, she allegedly popped one of the dudes in the stomach, but they caught her with a dome shot, I heard, man, allegedly, man. Man, but yeah, that was his daughter, man. The courts are trying to link all this stuff in, but I don't think they know for real. Like, but yeah, they are linking this stuff in. They linking in the fact that happened in Big Jook. Big Jook is being blamed for actually putting the bag up, giving the money to Hernandez. It's like they blame him when he had got unalive, but yeah, man, they trying to tie the you know who into it. I really believe that he mentioned, you know what I'm saying, your boy, our boy, Gotti. You know, I really think he mentioned them. I mean, what do you have to hide? You know what I'm saying? It's that important that you go through a sealing process. But yeah, man, all of these court dates and all this stuff he got going on. His court date, I mean, his trial was set and extended to be this month, actually, I believe. August the 18th. So yeah, August 18th, it's supposed to go down for Govan. They probably going, honestly, we got mines here on Soda TV. They probably gonna continue it. You know what I'm saying? Especially they got him sealed now, so he's giving up the real information now. So they gonna need a little time to actually, you know what I'm saying, make connections with the new information they given that they are given. And you know, dang, man, I don't even want to, it's crazy, I don't even want to say Yo Gotti name in this stuff because I don't want to jinx or nothing like that, but it's just the reality. You know, he know what they want. You know, he know the name that they want. You know, it's, you know, it's probably, like, honestly, like, yeah, throwing stuff off on Big Jook, that was the smartest thing to do. But what is the truth really? Who is really dropping these bags off? Big Jook, you know. And he But a lot of people will say, oh, well, he's a ink pen and all this stuff. And, you know, that was his history of drug dealing and all that stuff. But, you know, he ain't out there just holding like Gotti is, like got liquid cash to just, 40, 50,000, you know. And I think, honestly, did he get by after Big Jook or whatever? But no matter if Jook was here when he got by, Big Jook ain't putting up no $90,000 for nobody. I don't care what you try to tell me. I don't care what you try to tell me. You know what I'm saying? My sense wouldn't even let me consider that thought, man. Like, stop it, man. Stop it. But yeah, man, we gonna stay put and stay in our seats, and I'm gonna keep y'all in tune with the facts that emerge. I personally don't want to see Yo Gotti go down for this, you know what I'm saying? You know, but it is what it is, because this ain't no Annabus case or no driving on suspended. You know what I'm saying? This is a high profile, you know, I don't know how the feds label these type of M cases, but yeah, high profile, brazen, you know, and it was a M for hire too. So that just, and then they will allegedly try to put him on the top of the food chain too as ordering it. Like, they gonna go to the books of how they was, you know, getting down on those crime bosses, what they call them, you know, those mafia bosses and all that stuff. Like, you know, that's what a lot of these federal laws were created for, but we ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about not only this, but the other two pieces, Boosie incarcerated and the Quando, Rondo, and Lil Timm updates. You know what I'm saying? No, it's really the King Von. You know what I'm saying? Analyzing updates. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, how you feeling about all of this in totality? You know what I'm saying? Or singly, if you just want to comment on one out of the three, it's, hey, anything is perfectly fine with me. Just let me know how you feel, and you know, I'm gonna respond down in the comment section. I'm not too high in the clouds to not interact with my fans that I appreciate so much. I want to remind you, if you haven't, to smash the like, share if you will. But I told you, if you forgot to subscribe, I will be here to remind you, and I'm just doing my job. You know, notification bell is there for you to be notified every time I drop. And this is the realest celebrity news channel on YouTube right now, in my opinion. This is the Real Soda TV, written down below. And I'm out.